This is about a book entitled The Postman Always Rings Twice. Raymond Chandler did not approve of the work of James M. Cain. He called Cain a Proust in greasy overalls, a dirty little boy with a piece of chalk and a board fence, and no one's looking. I read The Postman Always Rings Twice, and I can understand why Chandler was so disconcerted. But I think Cain may be the more important writer. Raymond Chandler was writing polished entertainments filled with cleverness and grit. Cain was sending out a distress signal, a warning that something in this society, in America, had gone very wrong. The Postman Always Rings Twice was published in 1934, deep into the Great Depression. Something, indeed, had gone very wrong. And the narrator and protagonist of the book is a man detached. He's detached from society. He goes near a city, he gets arrested, and spends some time in jail, so he avoids cities. He has no political affiliations or religious beliefs. He has no family. He's a man on the bum, moving from place to place, making out as well as he can. I have already met his like in private, Robert E. Lee Pruitt. His ethics, his goals, his reasoning, all are fluid. What he might do in any circumstance depends on the circumstance and what he wants, what he thinks he can get away with. He's detached. Nothing especially appeals to him, and if he sees something he likes, money, drink, or a woman, he takes it. He's not exactly looking for trouble, but he could be a dangerous man. Cain drops him quite brilliantly and certainly succinctly in the first sentence of the book. They threw me off the hay truck about noon. The book is more primitive, more visceral than anything Chandler wrote. Here's an example of what that dirty little boy wrote on the fence with his piece of chalk. He falls for the wife of a man who gives him food and a job at a little rural gas station restaurant, and he takes her. Here's how. I bit her. I sank my teeth into her lips so deep I could feel the blood spurt into my mouth. It was running down her neck when I carried her upstairs. Yeah, I know. Romantic stuff. And this, after they kill the husband and stage a car crash to make it look like an accident. Next thing I knew, I was down there with her, and we were staring into each other's eyes and locked in each other's arms and straining to get closer. Hell could have opened for me then, and it wouldn't have made any difference. I had to have her, if I hung for it. That followed by a 3-word paragraph. I had her. Cain is blunt, like a sap or a wrench to the head, and his story is carried by pure dialogue. And by that I mean he doesn't identify who is saying what or how they are saying it, as the fussy Hammett does. Cain simply spools out the talk, certain the reader will catch on. It makes for a breathless pace, and the book is meant to be consumed, maybe not in one gulp, but a series of quick swallows. The famous title, I think, refers to fate, the Grim Reaper. 2 murders, the first a failure turned around miraculously by a clever lawyer, something to do with insurance companies, and they both are set free, the lawyer so taken with his cleverness that he waves off his fee. They struggle to continue. He takes off with another woman who breeds big cats, but he returns and they begin to build a life together, running the business, and she is going to have a baby. He marries her and decides not to kill her, but to accept this life with her. He's going to attach, buy in, play along, and then she breaks down physically, and in a panic, He gets her to the car and is racing to a hospital when he crashes for real, killing her and the baby. The authorities think he's pulled the same stunt over again, setting someone up and murdering them for money. He's innocent this time, but he offers no resistance, and the clever lawyer takes everything, and the book ends with his imminent execution. He asks the reader to pray that he and his wife and child can somehow be together. The poor guy wanted to travel the conventional path, his tiny little version of the American dream, but that was too much to ask for a bum like him. Chandler's stories end with Marlowe cracking the case, and justice, if not exactly triumphant, at least intact. Cain's end in defeat, despair, and death. This is what noir is all about.